Hello viewers, welcome to this amazing episode of Me and You on Campus with Convy. Most of you might be asking or demanding to know what the show is all about. Like I always said, this show is when we have a one-on-one discussion with the exceptionals. You know what I mean, the exceptionals? I mean the talented ones, you know, the people that do things and then you're wild about. And today I have someone on the show that you might be anticipating who that person is. He's actually an entrepreneur and he has really been doing lots of things. He is really working very hard and making it in all of his endeavors. And he's actually here on the show. You might be wondering, who is this person? Oh, before I disclose who is on the show, let's just go on a very short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial.
It placed little value on you to start cohabiting with a guy.
Who says gospel music does not pay? Okay, well, that's what everybody believes. Yeah.
Many years ago, like in the past 10 years, there's one passion students have.
If my parents don't speak the language to me,
then their parents should be brought to book.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still me and you on campus. And like I said earlier, I have someone on the show that's actually an entrepreneur and also a brand manager. And there's no other person than Mr. Joshua Shodanke. Mr. Joshua, you're welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
How do you feel? Come on.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Oh my God. Can we meet you?
Okay, my name is Joshua Shodanke, and I'm the founder of Big Tycoon Consult.
Wow.
So Big Tycoon Consult is a training and consulting firm that trains corporate workers on brand management and consults for business startups from 1 to 3 years. We discovered that out of 10 entrepreneurs that start in Africa, 9 fold up within 3 years.
Wow.
So only one exists, and it's really a challenging factor for us because we see that many young entrepreneurs actually lack the skills to brand their business, their company, their organization. So this is what we do in Big Tycoon, and we also train young people, undergraduate, graduate, corpers on brand management, how they can be corporate brand manager and how they can manage their business. So aside being the founder of Big Tycoon, I'm also a project manager. Yeah.
Everything. He's just saying.
No.
God, that's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. What are your educational attainments so far?
My school at Tasued University of Education. Yeah, that is the premier university of education in Nigeria.
Are you serious?
Yeah, second in Africa and 8th all over the world. It's a great university to say.
Wow.
So I studied economics and I graduated in 2015.
Okay. So now I'm going to be asking you, you said something that you were actually a brand manager. How does it feel to be a brand manager?
Well, it feels good to be a brand manager. Because being a brand manager is actually understanding the experience your product or your services create in the minds of the people. Now, research shows that out of 10 entrepreneurs that start in Africa, 9 fold up within 3 years. So that means many of startup or entrepreneurs don't actually understand how they can brand their product well and services to make it appealing to people and create a good experience in the mind of people. So it's actually good being a brand manager, as I tell people that the first thing you do is to brand yourself. You need personal branding, whatever you are doing. So just like seeing a tailor not putting on a good dress or a well-sold dress, you'll be like, is this a tailor? So personal branding really goes a long way in individual and to actually make them feel good and actually portray what they do.
Wow, that's a whole lot of lecture. What would you say about the educational system in our country?
Wow, educational system
Yes.
in Nigeria. Oh well, I would say educational system in Nigeria is getting better. Yes, it's getting better because though we are still moving up and we are actually striving to get to a very good standard, but it is still at least better, because when you check the educational sector, there are a lot of improvements in our curriculums, like the inclusion of entrepreneurship, vocational skills in school.
Okay. So our viewers, this is the time we need to go on a very short commercial break, and don't touch the dial. We'll be right back. The part I would like best, Mr. Joshua. What are the challenges you faced during the time in school?
I faced a lot of challenges.
Okay.
Now, one of the challenges I faced in school was actually having a good facility to learn. That means school facility.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
You know, one of the challenges in Nigeria university today or institution today is we lack some basic facilities to learn. It is all in Nigeria university. So it was really not something encouraging, but of course, where there's challenges, we see opportunity as students.
Of course,
so
yes.
then I had to step up the game and do a lot of research to make sure that I pick up some of these things I miss in school. So that's actually one of the challenges I face in school. And you know, when I say facility, I mean sometimes there might not be electricity in the campus. Sometimes for you to read, you need to burn candles. I burnt a lot of candles. Yeah, my friends tell me, don't get burnt one day. Yeah, so, you know, burning candles affect your eyes and all that, but it's something you need to keep up to, and thank God I scaled through.
So let me ask you this question. When you were in school, do you do all this brand stuff, all this entrepreneur? Were you an entrepreneur during school?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I was in school, in my 200 level, I joined an entrepreneurship team called Enactors.
Okay.
Enactors is a non-governmental organization. It's all over the place, all over the world. Okay. So I joined in my school and I became a project manager in 2014.
Wow, that's a clap.
Yeah, thank you. So I led a team of 100 students to execute community development projects. So we executed over 10 projects ranging from inmates to visually impaired to farmers. We help people around Ogun State. So during that process, I was able to learn how to be a good entrepreneur because we create projects, we develop business idea for them to live and sustain with. So it was a process for me to learn because I gather people, we initiate, implement, execute projects. I give reports back to the country office. So it was a moment for me to learn a whole lot about entrepreneurship. So when I was in school, I was not just this class guy, just class and library, no. Though I did well in my studies, but I went out of the box and I joined Enactors, and it has really been a great experience.
By the grace of God, Nigeria is 57. Do you think Nigeria institutions have gone better, or do you think there's still something the government need to do? Okay,
now when you check the rising population in Nigeria, you see that our institutions are no longer containing people for education.
Okay.
Now, my advice for the Nigerian government is to establish more institutions. We need more institutions in this country. Now, when you check the like of South Africa, check the like of Ghana, these guys have a whole lot of universities. Now, when you see a state and you just see 2 universities, 1 federal, 1 state, it's not encouraging. And you see about 50,000 people writing post-UTME
every year.
Yeah, so where would they get into? So then you check the classroom. A classroom that's supposed to be for 50 students, you meet 100, 150, people slumming, and you know. So I believe we are actually improving in Nigeria. So the government can actually look at improving the educational sector by instituting more higher institutions, by bringing in more, building more institutions for people to study and enhancing the facilities.
Will I call you a professor? Yes, maybe I should call you that.
I'm not anyway.
Let's go, Mr. Joshua Shodunke in the building. Before we continue, let's just go on a very short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Okay, my name is Joshua, and in case you want to get my social media handler, just go to Instagram and type as Shodunke Joshua. You can locate me on Facebook, Shodunke Joshua Mayowa, or probably our business page. You can go to Instagram and search for BIP_Tycoon Consult. So you can get us on Twitter, on Instagram, and our official website is www.biptycoon.com.ng. So you can get our brand information, you can get our human capital development information, and our upcoming trainings. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's still me and you on campus. That was a short commercial break. And we still have Mr. Joshua Shodunke. So Mr. Joshua, can you explain entrepreneurship?
I'll take it from my simple definition. You know, entrepreneurship is bringing out an idea in a different way, in an innovative and creative way. You know, many people have tried to explain entrepreneurship in a bogus way, in a way that is more complex for people to understand. But I tell people whenever I have the opportunity to train and all that, that entrepreneurship is just for you to come out with an idea, but make it different, make it innovative, add some innovative perspective to it for you to remain and to sustain in the labor market. So entrepreneurship is very simple. Bring out an idea, think about an idea, a problem you need to solve, because trust me, that's the difference between an entrepreneurship and a businessman. A businessman looks at the business, okay, I can make profit, put his money, but an entrepreneur check out an idea, a problem, and bring a solution in an innovative way. So that's simply entrepreneurship.
So based on that, I'm going to be asking you, how can an undergraduate or student become one?
Wow, it's very easy for an undergraduate or a student to become an entrepreneur, especially with the economic factor of Nigeria today. Yes. Yeah, you know, Nigeria has gotten to the stage at which everybody needs to fight for themselves. Nobody longer depend for a government job. Yeah. You need to build yourself and build creativity. So students can be entrepreneur in a very simple way. Okay. Number one, they need to identify a problem they want to solve. You know, when you talk about entrepreneurship, the first thing for you to do is identify a problem. Okay, this is a problem. There's a problem of lack of electricity, the problem of lack of water. Identify a problem and make sure that you develop an idea around the problem that can create you a business or an enterprise, an organization, or whatever you call it. So it's easy for students to become an entrepreneur because they are still in school. Yeah. They are still learning. They have a lot of playmates at which they are very intelligent and they can work together with to develop their ideas. You know, one of the problem of students is they say, I don't have the money. Some say, I don't have an office. Of course, you don't need to have money to begin your project or your business. What I tell people is, when your idea is genuine, when it's scalable, of course, you can meet investors. There are investors, there are people out there that have the money to put into business, but they are waiting for the right idea, the best idea that can run for 50, 20, 100 years. So put up your business plan, go out, search for investors, and make sure that you clarify your terms and conditions, because one of the problems of young startups is they do not clarify their terms and conditions with their stakeholders, their investors, and at the end, they get bust up. So clarify your terms and conditions. My company will be giving you 10% equity every probably every 2 years. Let it be clarified. And of course, there are investors ready to put money in your business as long as your idea is genuine, it's solving a problem, and it's scalable.
What you just said, it's like I really have a business I want to go into. And you know, this business I want to go into is like I want to be putting Gary, sugar, and these things are not. Wow. What do you think about it?
Wow.
It's not good.
Of course.
Thank you.
It's a nice idea. Good. You know, bringing Gary, sugar, and granules in one place. You seal it up because most people have Gary, then they run down the street to get sugar. Then they run. So, but when everything is together, I feel okay. I can buy a Gary package where I can have Gary, sugar, granules. Take it and I'm okay.
Let's just stay it out before someone there will not steal my own this thing. But what I want, this is actually the final question.
Wow.
And it's really an honor for you to be here. So now, what are your advice to the students out there?
My advice to students out there and young people is that, you know, Nigeria has gotten to the stage at which everybody needs to develop something. Now, when you check the likes of America, you check the likes of China and all that, these people actually sit up and they make sure that they develop their country individually. Now when you check America, you check Columbus, Vanderbilt, you check John D. Rockefeller, you check JP Morgan, all of them, they started without government intervention. So I tell students that this is the best time for you to build your idea, because trust me, when you're out of school, then you are all over the place. You won't have a convenient place to sit, put down your head and think. So for students, you need to start building your idea. In fact, it's not necessary that you get started or have a big company, but fine-tune your idea, fine-tune your business plan, because I tell you, out there is really competitive. You know also, record shows that there are more than 300,000 youths that end up in Nigeria Youth Service Corps every single year. So when 300,000 youths is coming out, when they are coming out rather, where are they going into? So you also don't want to join that force of searching for a job and that. So students, please and please, or if you are a youth, start to develop your idea one after the other. Meet people, have mentors that can guide you around this idea. I never joke with my mentor. From when I was in 200 level, I have been putting up my idea, and I have these mentors that they are ready to help at all costs. So make sure you have a mentor that can help you build your business, fine-tune your idea, and make sure that it is an idea that is scalable. You know, everybody does not have this entrepreneurship mindset. Some will tell you, I'm a corporate worker, I want to work in bank. Of course, it's cool. If you want to be a banker, then get the skills of working in a bank. Not that I will interview as a bank manager and you'll be telling me I can't use Excel. You know, it doesn't sound well. So as students, build up yourself. If you are going into entrepreneurship, start building your ideas, search for mentors, search for opportunities. Yeah, I would like to say that there are a lot of opportunities for young startups. You check the likes of Tony Elumelu Foundation, Mandela Washington Fellow. There are a lot of people willing to support youth, but many youth are not willing to support themselves. So as a student, build your idea, fine-tune your idea, get a mentor, work on it every single day, consistently. Then if you actually want to be a corporate worker, then get the skills needed in your space so that you can actually do well.
Well, that was really wonderful. Thank you very much. That was really great. And Mr. Joshua, do you have any social media handle which you can tell them? Because
my social media handle, when you go to Facebook, my personal social media handle now, just search for Shodunke Joshua Mayowa. You find me on Facebook. Go to Instagram, search for Shodunke Joshua. Shodunke is SHODUNKE, then Joshua, no space, on Instagram. Then you go on Twitter, you see Joshua Mayowa on Instagram. You go on LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn a lot because it's a professional network. So you go on LinkedIn, you see Shodunke Joshua Mayowa. And for my business page, Big Tycoon Consult, just go on Google. Type Big Tycoon Consult, you see it everywhere. You see it on Facebook, on Twitter, everywhere. And if you have challenges identifying my social media handle, you can just go on Google also, just type Shodunke Joshua Mayowa. You see all my handles on Google.
Wow, thank you very much for coming on the show. You don't know how much. I'm very, very happy for you to be on the show today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you too for having me on the show.
That was a nice one from Mr. Joshua Shodunke. Have you really learned something? Well, I have, about entrepreneurs and all that. Well, you can follow us on our social media handle written on your screen. And you can also follow me personally on my IG, which is @Iam_Convy. Till I come again in another episode on Me and You on Campus. Catch you and remain blessed.
It placed little or no value on you to start cohabiting with a guy.
Who says gospel music does not pay? Okay, well, that's what everybody believes.
Many years ago, like in the past 10 years, there's one passion students have.
If my parents don't speak the language to me,
then their parents should be brought to book.
Are you serious?